Hello everybody, what's going on? Jerome here, and welcome to the first episode of How 3 Minecraft. Let's give a big show of love and support, because this series is back and better than ever with the third season. Things are a lot different this time around, so for the first episode, I'm going to probably explain a lot of bit about what's going on, and then apart from that, we're going to have a simple thing where we collect some basic resources, hopefully get ourselves some wood armor, maybe some stone tools, and get ourselves prepared, because next episode, we're going to have to go mining, which, as I'll explain, is a lot different this season than, well, anything else in Minecraft. It's actually pretty insane. But first things first, welcome to How to Minecraft Season 3, and here is the message board as soon as you get on. So survival is going to be tough in this 3,500 by 3,500 world. Each team has their own finite island region to dwell in, but only one team can rule the realm. Players are expected to attack enemies unless temporary truce has been organized, and you follow a sign to your team's island, and then you have a good time just chopping them to bits. So, basically, what does that all mean, you're probably asking? Well, the big thing is that this time around, there are actually teams that were pre-decided that'll determine pretty much who you team with and everything like that. If you find an enemy at any point in time on any side of the map, you're more than welcome to kill them, take their items, and here's the best part, you can even take their MC MMO levels. So deaths actually kind of matter in this season of How to Minecraft. So the way it works is simple. When you die, you lose 30% of your MC MMO levels, and 10% of it goes to the person that killed you. If it's a player that killed you. If a zombie or something kills you, well, you just lose 30% of your levels, and they're just gone forever. But regardless of that, there's three separate islands. There's the middle island, which is where you go to the different shops, you purchase all the items you might need, and of course, then there's the red side and the blue side. We're on the red team. We got a bunch of cool people on our team, as you can tell by hitting the tab list, and some of them aren't even on the server yet, so I really don't even know the full extent of my team. But things are a little bit crazier this time around, because in order to get certain things, like different types of resources, you have to go into mine shafts, because you can't just dig straight down and actually find resources anymore. The resources themselves are only in caves, and the caves are just spammed with tons of different enemies and different types of people just waiting to kill you. So it's actually kind of quite frightening. Apart from that, at spawn, you have all sorts of different shops that you can sell your resources to. Like if you go over to, well, the first one you're gonna have to go to is the ores guy, because it's the only way you can get money. You sell them your ores, like for instance right here, iron for 1,400 coins and things like that, and you can use it to purchase different types of shops. So you go over here, you go to shop miscellaneous, but it costs 5,000 coins, and you do /balance to find out how many coins exactly you have. Now, everything you could possibly want to buy is here, including different types of skills like this, and basically, it just makes it that much more intense. So the game is heavily based on getting a lot of money, killing off your opponents, teaming up with your fellow teammates, and just trying to survive as long as possible. Now, of course, as I said before, this is a heavily team-based thing, so it's always going to go with teams, but the only rule on killing people, like I said, is kill people on sight. Now, you can do videos with people from other teams, in which case you can call truces. That was already established as being fine. So, like, let's say Mitch is on the other team. If I go, hey, Mitch, let's do an episode together where we do mining, don't kill each other, that's fine. But otherwise, you're not supposed to team with anyone. So it's not frowned upon to kill people at all. It's actually kind of smiled upon. You're supposed to try and kill people. And that's pretty much the main basis of it. So we're going to run all the way over to our island here. You have to follow a really long bridge to get there. And once we're there, we're hopefully going to get ourselves wood swords, things like that. And where I want to be at the beginning of this episode, like I said, is to have full leather armor and also stone tools. So that way we could start to get into the mining phase of things, which is really intense. Like, you can't just go mine. Like, one does not simply mine. You have to go ahead and collect so many resources. It really changes the game. But once again, everybody, as we're walking over this island, it's the perfect time to once again thank you all so much for joining me on this series. It's going to be an extremely fun time. I know I'm going to have a blast with it. And there's going to be so many cool things for us to explore, including 3 separate dungeons per side. Now, the dungeons, there aren't as many as Season 2 because these dungeons are extremely difficult. So unlike the last one where maybe you could do it after Episode 1, 2, or 3, it's actually recommended you don't even try the easiest dungeon until, like, Episode 10, because it's going to be that difficult to get full diamond armor to try and take them on. Of course, each of the dungeons is tiered differently, and the higher tier the dungeon, the better the resources you get from it. So, basically, our goal, of course, will be to destroy all the dungeons at the end, and of course take out our opponents. And oh, Mitch just joined the server. I'm kind of... Oh no! So Mitch is on the blue team! No! Hey, frienderino. There we go. Unfortunately, Mitch is on the other team, my good buddy, so we won't be able to really help each other out, but I don't know, maybe we can get a cheeky kill on him early on in the game. We'll see. We'll see. My goal, once again, is just going to be stay alive for the first couple episodes, and then I'm going to try and do a lot of hunting. Like, I really want to try and take out other players. It's kind of cool that they're able to just get out there in the world, and they really kind of lifted that. It wasn't a ban so much as just a rule, like a followed rule by people that you shouldn't just go around killing people for fun. But you know what? Now it's part of the game. So I think the Bach has a nice time to shine. And oh, look, here's my squad. Hey, friends, we got Lachlan. There's Landon right there. I think who else was there? I saw somebody. Oh, there's Pete. We got Petey Hut Jr., we got Preston as well somewhere in the woods, and of course, we got the big man Choco. Now, Choco, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a powerhouse. He always is a powerhouse in this series, but I really think he's going to be the real game changer in this. He knows how to build all the different types of mechanical machines and things like that we might need. So, really, I think Choco is going to be a huge help for us. Now, first things first, to get situated, obviously, let's build a crafting table and get ourselves a sword so we can kill off some mobs and we don't have to keep waddling around because we ran out of sprint. So let's go hunt down and get some food. We're going to look for any kind of mobs, really. And of course, a huge, huge thing about this series is that you have to try and balance between building your house or your base close to the spawn and at the same time trying to make it as far away as possible so people can't find you. So really, you have to balance it out. It's basically like, if I build close to the bridge, I can get to and from spawn to buy and sell things easier because we don't have simple commands like /spawn anymore or things like that. But at the same time, it's also extra dangerous. So it's kind of like you gotta pick your poison. Really, it's basically what it's getting at is pick your poison. Do you want more players coming at you, or do you want an easier time trading resources and raiding your other team's base, or the opposing team's base, I should say, not your other team. You don't get two teams in How to Minecraft or How 3 Minecraft this time around. But also, guys, comment down below with what you want to see me do with this series, because at the moment, I'm not even fully sure exactly what direction I want to take it. Whether or not I want to do, like, daily 30-minute episodes, if I want to do live streams for, like, an hour every once in a while, or really, like, I don't know how I want to structure this series, and I wanted to leave it heavily upon your guys' choice, because I feel like, part of the series that makes it so special is you all have a say in it, and you all get to kind of follow along and have a fun time doing it. So, let me know. And there we go. As you can tell, the mobs themselves also have, Nade has crossed over your bridge, so we gotta watch out. Looks like Nade's trying to get a cheeky quick kill on us, so we gotta be extra careful with that. But once again, the weird part about this is that the mobs are extra enhanced as well, which means they're gonna be doing a lot of extra damage to you, and they're just much more difficult to kill. Some might be speedy, others of them might just do a little bit of extra damage, they might be strong, they might have extra health. No one really knows. It's kind of completely randomized, and you just gotta be careful. Regardless of anything, it really just comes down to be as careful as possible. So I think in this clearing is where I kind of want to build my house. So I'm going to put this down here, get myself a wooden pickaxe going, and that way I can get myself some cobblestone and get a furnace as well. And from there, I think we're ready to start on building a little bit of a home. So here we go. Let's go and make... We have that, which is enough to make the stone pickaxe of justice and stuff. And... there we go. I also want to, once again, do a little bit of raiding as well and try and just destroy our enemies' bases. Because, I mean, it could be fun. We run in there with a flint and steel if they decide to build it out of wood or whatever and just have a lot of fun with that. Rob already just blew up by a creeper. But this is so cool. It's strange, you know what I mean, to have so many people on at once. Because that's the big thing we want to emphasize, that people should come on around 3 p.m. every day when they want to record or film. That way you get as many people on as possible and you can just, I don't know, have more of an enjoyable time with it. Because last season, or the first 2 seasons, the problem was that at random times, people weren't necessarily on the server. So it was kind of like people would go on at, like, let's say 10 o'clock at night, and no one would be on to play with them. And it was just kind of like, okay, well, this is a little strange. You know, it wasn't exactly the prettiest of scenarios. But there we go. Also, you might notice that a lot of the commands we used to have are all taken away. So there's no /spawn. You can't sell hand anymore. That command isn't even valid. You literally have to go all the way back to spawn. But we're not doing too bad now. We got a lot of food to start off, which is always good. And then, of course, we're working on setting up our little house here. So by the end of this episode, we might actually have a house, some food going, and I'm trying to think what else we might have. I mean, well, we'll definitely have some food going. We'll have a house at least, and we'll also have all the tools we might need. So let's eat some steak up so that we don't die early on. Because looking at the scoreboard there, some people have already died a couple times, and it's like, I don't want to join them in their little death sprees. I don't want to be a part of that system. That ain't what a Baka's all about. Well, actually, kind of, I mean, not gonna lie, Bakas tend to die a lot, so maybe maybe that isn't out of the ordinary if we were just to kind of die off early. But I kind of want to change that. So let's pretend like I'm not planning on dying basically instantly. So there we go. Let's chop up this tree here. I need to get a lot of wood. I don't know how much we're going to need to build our house here to start. But if I had to guess, I would say we should probably get at least 30 logs real quick just to start building. And let's kill the spider early on as well. Ooh, tough spider. We picked the wrong spider to get involved with. I want to kill him off though, because if we can get an early game bow, that could be really, really useful for us. Oh my god, they were not kidding. The tough spider. That was right there, was one of the things I was talking about that has a lot of extra health. As you can tell, that spider, he tanked a lot of hits. A lot more hits than a normal spider would, so you gotta be careful. Also, the rules on AFKing have changed, so you can AFK and auto-farm items. The problem is, when you're AFK, the server chat's gonna say that you're AFK, and people can come down and hunt you, and then you end up losing just 30% of your levels. And the rule on looting chests as well, when you go and, like, raid someone's base or their land, is you can't steal from their chests, because that'd be a little unfair if someone signed out, had a chest, and someone just came in and goes, okay, I'm going to take all the resources. It's not really exactly the most fair thing in the world. But the other rule on it is if it's an auto-farming chest, you can raid it. So basically, if someone just decides to leave their chest unattended, auto-farming food or resources of any kind, you can just stroll right in and take that. No questions asked, no problem. It's just not a big deal at all. So just keep that in mind. It's, you know, you can't... It's not like this is a no-rules territory anymore. There's rules to this. We gotta follow the rules, and we gotta play along with them. And oh, there we go. And also, let me see real quick. /skills, is that /MCMMO? Insufficient permissions? Okay, so apparently we're not even allowed to check up on our MCMMO levels. It's kind of sad. I don't know. Maybe you have to purchase them later on, or perhaps they're just not activated exactly just yet. We'll figure that out in later episodes as well. As I said, this is going to be a learning experience for everybody, because not many people, except for, I think, Rob and Vic, who really set this up, know precisely what's going on. It is going to be completely random, so there we go. Let's get the first little area for our house. We're going to build the house even bigger and better over time, but to start off, we just want to have a simple little plot of land that we can call our own home. There we go, so we'll just plant this down. And honestly, I think in terms of a house, these dimensions are pretty good right here. We'll build it out a little bit more here, and then that should be good for us. And then I want to build the wall around it to be just outside this area. So that'll be like the interior of it. We'll also build this here. And then I guess we're going to try and go to the mine shafts. I kind of am curious because I've only heard rumors about the mine shafts being super dangerous, but I haven't seen it for myself. And I know it's pretty dumb. It's kind of like people tell me the stove is hot, so I shouldn't touch the stove. But then again, I'm going to touch the stove so I can find out. And that's kind of the logic I'm using here. It's pretty bad logic. It's probably most likely going to end in our death. But you know what? It wouldn't be a first episode of a series if I didn't die at least a billion times. So let's go and see how we will fare in that dungeon area. And remember, everybody, if at any point in time you enjoy this, be sure to click that like button. My plans are to do this series daily. Just once again, I don't even know in what capacity, though. I don't know if I want to do hour-long episodes, half-hour. I'm probably going to try and range them between 20 and 40-minute episodes at the moment, but that might change over time, so we'll see. We'll have to figure out and see as time goes on. And, oh, it's starting to get dark, so we got to make sure we can build this little door here, and we'll plant this down. Oh, let's get the wood block there. Put this door down. And perfect, we have a little bit of a hut here, so people can't just run in here. Well, I guess players can, but at least mobs can't just run in here and kill us. Zombies can break down the door, sure, but, you know, that's going to happen anyway. At least we have a safe little zone here that we can kind of build this around. And let's see. Oh, we got all those. We got to cook up those pork chops now. We got that as well. And let's break this up a little bit. Put some in there. Put some in there. We should also probably go and mine some coal because, you know, wood planks aren't going to cut it forever as a resource. So, or as a burning fuel resource, I should say. There's plenty of wood all around on our islands, as you can tell, but, you know, we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. We can't just go all gung-ho in this one. Uh-oh. There's a creeper running at, 2 creepers running at us. Come on, don't do this. Don't do this, Dondo. Oh, he's dead. Okay, and he killed his friend, too. Nice. That's perfect for us. Oh, gunpowder. Let's grab that gunpowder early on. That could be really useful if we just, like, TNT trap our house. So let's say we want to sign off the server for the night. If we rig our house to explode if people step inside of it, then that's pretty cool. Like, people are going to be very, very afraid of us if in the first episode or two someone walks in our house and blows up. So we might want to, by second episode, build some kind of a trap system just to kill people off the one. Oh, what the heck was... Oh, it's a fast skeleton. That's why. I was like, where did he even come from? I didn't even see that skeleton. He just kind of swooped on in there. That's why. This is scary, man. This new How to Minecraft is very scary. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of mobs. There's a lot of mobs. Beeline it back to the house. Come on. Bring it back to the house. Oh no, we got a zombie on the wall here. Get out of our crib. Get out of our crib. There we go. No, 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 no. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Come on. Come on. There we go. Whew. That could have been a close one. That could have been a very, very close one. Oh my god, there's more. They're all just hopping over the wall now. They're all just oh my god. I think we might actually face our first death here. Because that skeleton's shooting us too. We can't. Oh man! We could have stopped the zombies, but we had no chance against those skeletons. So it looks like we. Oh my god, we just spawned. Really? There's just an Enderman camping spawn? Okay. So I guess we died, respawned, and got killed by an Enderman camping spawn. Phenomenal. Fantastic. That was great. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, there we go. We got, let's see. We only got 2 deaths. At least we're not the worst in the server. There's some other people with 2. Fortunately, we got to crawl all the way back to our base. And hopefully, oh my god, I think Choco has died for a 3rd time. That's surprising for Choco. He doesn't usually die that much. I mean, they did warn us that deaths are going to be more common. And they're also, you're going to pay for it a lot more. But we'll see. We'll see. So this series is more about the casual grind than it is just bursting out there in the open and just winning everything and just getting, you know, just getting everything you need within the first episode or 2. That's really the big thing about this series, so it's going to be a different experience. That is definitely for sure. Alright, so let's run on over to our base again. Uh-oh. Hopefully, I'm hoping there's going to be no mobs really on this bridge here. It'd be kind of annoying if they're just kind of camping the bridge. The one thing I would say I wish could change, I wish they had a speedy thing to get back to your base really quickly, because that would make this a lot more a lot easier and just more enjoyable instead of having to run this entire distance like that. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. Casually walking across the bridge. Oh no, there's a zombie waiting for us, and we have no sprint. And he's got a sword too. All right, I'm gonna try and juke past this zombie, and then we'll have to walk all the way back to our base. Here we go, and hard left. Hey, it works. It works out. We're getting away from him. Thank God it wasn't a fast zombie. If we encounter any mobs with a speed potion on the way, we're basically guaranteed to be dead at this point. So, we need to be extra careful. At least in this first part here. We need to be careful of any speedy monsters or anything like that. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright everybody, so we finally, after a very long time, made it back to our side. We actually died a bunch of times. It's 4 times now total, because I couldn't figure out how to get back to our side. I literally, turns out I was going on the wrong bridge the first time, and then I ended up getting killed by Mitch. And now this time around, we're finally back to our side of the map. And it took forever, but we kept dying because speedy skeletons and things would kill us while we were waddling along without any food. Basically what I'm getting at is, I've learned very well this first episode, as short as it's been so far. It's only been like 15 minutes. That this is going to be a difficult grind. So unfortunately I decided to take a cut while getting back to there so you didn't have to watch me die embarrassingly on a bunch of occasions. But, you know, we're there, and let's hope all of our resources are still here. It's not that big of a deal if they aren't, but... Oh, they are. Good. Okay, that's going to make our lives a tiny bit easier here. There we go. We got that. Alright, let's build up this little wall here, because we learned our lesson there. That the mobs are gonna try and come through. Oh my god, another one again! He's coming through the roof! He literally just came through the roof. No. Oh, thank god he was taking fire damage. Thank god he had like no health left, because he literally would have torn right through us. That's terrifying. I'm like actually scared when I play this now. Like even just trying to get back to your side can be such a terrifying thing. It's not right. It's just, it's freaky. This is like hardcore Minecraft. Not even How 3 Minecraft or How to Minecraft Season 3, whatever you want to call it. That's the weird part too. Everyone's calling it H3M, and I'm like, does that stand for How 3 Minecraft? Because I don't really think it's grammatically correct. Doesn't work the same as How 2 Minecraft. But you know, I don't really care. Anything works for me. I'm happy. Jerome happy either way. And there we go. Place all these ones down. And perfect, we now have a little tiny home here that we can work out of. Now, I'm going to put a bunch of my resources away because we're about to go into the mine shafts, or we're going to try and find a mine shaft anyway, and we're probably going to end up dying a bunch, so we need that. We'll take that, we'll take this, we'll take our food as well. We'll take half of it, and we'll take like 5 pieces, and then let's grab some wood. And of course, let's make one more stone pickaxe, and let's try and mine it up, because we did everything we said we would. We got all the stone tools. Now we just have to try and find, I guess, you know, a mine shaft, really. It's all we really have to do. So I'm gonna do it right outside of our base here. So we got this little house. Look at that little baka hut right there. How cute is that? And I guess we'll start building down from right around here. So wish me luck. we're digging straight downward, or not straight down, we're gonna dig diagonally down, and hopefully we'll be able to find these mine shafts. There's not many of them either, so that's what makes it difficult. It is going to be hard to find them and then mine them out. But like I said, don't expect any resources on the way down. They aren't there. They literally removed every single one just to make it as difficult as possible. Or basically robbed it just to make it as difficult as possible. So we're going to need some help on this one. And actually, you know what we should do? Because we're going to need torches as well. Let's go ahead and let's get some charcoal going, just so we can make torches. We don't have coal yet, but we will have charcoal. That's always good. They work the same. They all work the same in making torches. There we go. 4. And yeah, we'll get a few more. Get a couple more of these. Don't need too many. There it is. And then, yep, that'll be good. And we'll turn some of this into planks just so that we can, 1, 2, 3. And we can use that as fuel source as well to make the charcoal in the first place. And oh, Vic just took a big death. I'm surprised. It looks like Mitch is one of the few people left that hasn't even died once yet. We'll see if that changes, though. I imagine it's probably going to change over time very, very quickly. But we'll see. We'll see. He might surprise us. You never know. Alright, let's put these away. Boom, boom, boom. Solid piece of charcoal. Nice little piece of charcoal. Go, and we can use this to light up our house, too. And that way they can't just come and run in and kill us. There we go. Now, no mobs are going to be spawning in this house, which is good for us. Protect us for now, anyway. Unless they turned off their mob spawning only in the dark. If they did that, then we're kind of extremely out of luck. There we go. We got some extra charcoal there. We can just turn into some cheeky torches, and now we're good to go. So, I'm going to start mining downward. Oh, it's going to get bad. It's going to get bad quick. I can already tell you that much. Anyone on red find a mine shaft? I'm about to dig down to find a cave. That's a big thing, trying to find the cave. Also, I have yet to find out why Nooch doesn't have a team yet. He's on Team Gray. I'm guessing he's just a glitch. I don't know if he's on our team or blue. I'm hoping we have him because Nooch is really good, but what the heck was that? Did something just destroy our... Oh, did the falling rain destroy... Did that happen? Did the falling rain destroy... What? Torches only have a limited... Oh my god. Torches only have a limited time use, I guess. You're kidding me. And then they disappear. No way. They really, really made this difficult. Oh my gosh. So we're going to dig this mine shaft downward, and hopefully we're going to use up the torches that we have, and then I'm probably going to call this episode quits after that, because we established a base. Like I said before, we got the chest, so no one can loot that chest. They can't take the things that we've built so far. And we went over everything in this episode, so really, we kind of did everything I wanted to do for this episode so far, so that's always good. And let's keep digging down. I'm going to ask again, did anyone on red find a cave yet? I'm afraid. Oh my god. It's not going to be pretty. I wish there was, like, areas that you could see where 3 and a temple. Oh, that's true, eh? You know what we could do? Instead of finishing up this little tunnel here, why don't we explore our island a little bit? Because all around the island, there's also different types of huts and things like that we can find. And there's all like huts that have lootable items. And there's like temples and things like that, like Preston said. There's all sorts of cool things. So why don't we explore the island for the rest of the episode? And then we'll call this one quits and wrap it up. So let's keep exploring around. We'll find some cool stuff, I'm sure, over time. And oh, skeleton right here. Get out of here, evil skeleton. Evil, evil skeleton, die off! There we go. Come on, I want to explore. I want to find something really tight. Just something cool that we can end this episode on in a positive way. Oh, there's a structure over there. I don't know if that's just a natural... Wait, no, that's definitely a structure. That's something. We'll see what it is. Oh, there's a desert over there, too. Cool, good to know all the biomes are here. But what do you think this is, this little monument here? I wonder, when we mine this up, what is it made of? Just clay. Is that it? There's nothing... Kind of sad. And oh, I have a solution to our torch problem. We need to eventually get to the nether, I think. I'm thinking really far ahead, but I think we have to get to the nether to get glowstone, and that way we can have a permanent light source in our house, because otherwise the light source is just constantly going to get broken. Or we could wait for someone really good on the other team to get to the nether and then just kind of steal their glowstone, or even just use their nether portal. Either one, or both. Why not just steal their resources and use their nether portal, and then break their nether portal and take all the obsidian and run? That's, you know, it's kind of a jerky move. But it definitely is well worth it. No, I'm not gonna lie here. I'm not gonna pretend we're not playing nice in How the Minecraft this time around. We're going big. We're going in really big. Alright, so here's a nice little desert biome, but is there anything we can find here? Oh, you know what? We could... I'm going to take the cactus, actually, and build a little bit of a cactus fort around our base. So, the reason being is... Oh, there's a temple over there. Let's go check that out. Oh, that's not a temple. That's just a red mesa biome. It looked like it was a temple, but it was a mesa mountain. But the reason I want to build the cactus thing around our base is because when mobs try and raid us, now they're just going to start dying and walking into cactuses and taking heavy damage. It'll be good for us. Trust me. Trust me. It's good for the soul. And also, I don't know if it's true, but apparently all these biomes were custom made for the series, which is very exciting, actually. Like, there's just so much exciting stuff in this series. That's why I can't stress enough for you guys to smash that like button throughout this series, because it's going to be a fun time, and it's going to be one heavy grind. Like, that is definitely the one thing that is for sure. So, alright, let's scale to the top of this mountain Rooney. Also, I know on Twitter yesterday I said that I wasn't gonna do an episode today and do 2 tomorrow. I decided just to break it up and do 1 today and 1 tomorrow, so there'll be 1 episode tomorrow, just normal, but being I'm gonna be back in Florida and not in San Francisco, it'll probably be a longer one, so I'll probably go on for like an hour and keep doing it until I get some like really serious items and money. So just keep that in mind and get ready, because it's gonna be a fun one. It's definitely gonna be a fun one. Man, I'm just enjoying this. Most people said for the first episodes they're not going to do anything too involved. They're really just going to explore the environment. So, let's look around. Let's see. Is there anything else around here? I just want to find one of these apparently like hut type things that have the have resources already in them, like lootable chests and things. That's all I want to find, is one little area. Or even a mine shaft that we can refer back to in a future episode. I mean, we're getting pretty far away from our home. I didn't realize the islands were this big. It said 3,000 by 500 by 3,500, but I guess you don't really picture how large it is until you see it in person. So, we'll have to figure out what that means. But, alright, over this mountain. I can't tell if that's a mountaintop or if that's something else important. I didn't even know temples were in this until Preston told me, so it very well could be a temple of sorts. But, I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. Alright. Climbing up here. Oh my god, it's a hot air balloon! With loot chests on it! Get out of here! I knew it looked unique, and it's got anvils too? Oh, we gotta mine those up. Let's see. Wondering why there's a balloon. What is it? Is that it? Just a piece of paper says, wondering why there's a balloon. And there's nothing in the other chest! Ah, we just got ripped off. But let's... Can we take these? Oh, we can take the cauldrons. Well, we don't need multiple, so let's take 1 cauldron. Let's take 1 anvil as well. We can leave the rest for our team. Actually... Hey, you know, we'll collect the anvils and we can give them to our teammates as well. There we go. So we'll collect some of these up. We got 3 of them now. Iron bars. We'll take these iron bars. Oh, this is cool. So this is why it's good to loot, because look at that. Now we don't have to get these resources for ourselves. Oh my god, there's another. We missed one. We missed a chest. I would have gotten so much rage if I had missed that. And let's... Oh, there's another one up there. So that's what I mean. We have to keep our eyes peeled, because apparently there's just resources hidden galore. And we can also get these sea lantern things as well as a nice little light source. So let's... Can we mine that up? And perfect, we got it. So how many? Oh, we only got 3. I think we need 4 to use it. Okay, is this thing empty then? Let's see. Any more chests? Anything? Nope, that's pretty much it. So we'll leave this one alone. Yep, let's go down there and let's grab some more sea lantern stuff. I think only like 1 or 2 of these would probably be all that we need really to light up our house. So let's just grab a couple more of these shards here. Just be able to make 1 or 2 of them, and then our house will be completely safe from mobs for now anyway, because I'm pretty sure this light source doesn't disappear. There we go. And it'll prevent anyone from spawning in. Oh, no, we need you. We want this. There we go. This might actually put us in first place in the series, having anvils now. And all we had to do was loot like a random area. So kind of want to keep looking around for these. There we go. So we'll look around for another minute or 2, and then definitely after that, we're going to wrap this video up, especially as it turns into nighttime, because I don't want to die with all these valuables on us like that. It'd be kind of a very sad way to end this episode off, you know? Going from such a positive note to such a negative one. And we also, I just realized, have to look out for cows so we can get leather. We wanted to get leather armor, but I haven't really seen too many cows except for the ones that spawn, but you can't kill the spawn cows, so realistically, we didn't really find any cows, I don't think. I could be wrong about this. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled. Well, anyway, oh, let's go check out this. We'll check out this little pillar here, and we'll wrap this episode up. So while we're going over there, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of How to Minecraft Season 3. If you did, crush that like button. Let's go for 5,000 big likes. And I am very excited to keep this series coming to you all in the near future. And, oh, there's obsidian, but we don't have the diamond yet to get that. It's going to be ages before we can actually get around to that. So let's make sure there's nothing else beneath it. Yeah, there's nothing else beneath it, so I guess that's it right there. So I want to thank you all once again for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more awesome episodes, and have an awesome day, everybody. There are a lot of cool adventures to be had in How to Minecraft this year.